Hi everybody, welcome to TCM Time. This is my TCM Time tip for today. Today I'm going to answer the question about what is the mind. What is the mind? We can look at it from different points of view. Let's look at it from a physical point of view, a Qigong point of view, and a Chinese medicine point of view. I'll start with the physical aspect, more from a scientific point of view. In your brain, we can look at the brain as your mind. And looking at the brain, you can think of it as an outer part of your brain and think of it as the center of your brain. So the outer part of your brain, this is where all your brain cells are. And where all your brain cells are, this is where all your thoughts are, all your thinking. This is where we call the conscious mind. So the parts where you think and you're conscious about it. You're alert about it. Then you have the subconscious mind, that's the center of your brain. This is also known as your limbic system. And the limbic system is connected to your subconscious mind. This is the part where you're a little bit aware of it, but not completely aware of it. So here, this can be things connected with your intuition, things like a gut feeling, kind of an insight. So this is more your inner mind. And it's all about focusing and balancing your outer mind, your conscious mind, your thinking, with your subconscious mind, which is your feeling. So balancing your thinking and feeling. And then we can look at what is the mind from a Qigong point of view. From a Chinese Qigong point of view, we look at, in the Chinese culture, there's two minds. One is called your monkey mind, and one is called your horse mind. Your monkey mind, in Chinese, we call this Xing, X-I-N. Xing is your heart. Your monkey mind is connected to your heart, and this is known as your emotional mind. This is when you make decisions by your emotions. So that's the monkey mind that goes left and right, left and right. And then you have your wisdom mind. Wisdom mind in Chinese is known as Yi. Y-I, your Yi, this is your wisdom mind. This is when you process your thoughts by logic, by rational thoughts, things that make sense. So your horse mind, that's your Yi. Horse mind, imagine like a horse with blinders on, and this horse is just focused on going forward. So it's about balancing your thoughts going forward and your thoughts that go left and right. So it's about balancing your horse mind going forward with your monkey mind going left and right. So I always say, have your monkey sit on top of the horse, and then you have a good balance between your decisions from your emotions and from your logic. And lastly, I want to talk about what is the mind from a Chinese medicine point of view. So Chinese medicine, we look at 5 major organ systems. And often in my classes, I talk about 3 levels of your organs. You have your upper level, which I call the attic of your organ house, the middle level, which is the kitchen level where your stomach is, and below your belly button, where your basement is. And these 3 levels have different organ systems. Let's look at 5 major organ systems and the emotion that it's connected with. So looking at our heart and taking 2 hands, putting it in the attic of our organ house, the heart, we say in Chinese medicine, heart is connected to the emotion of joy. So too much joy would be mania, hysteria, and too little joy would be depression and just apathy, not being connected to anything. So we need a good balance of joy in the heart. Taking 2 hands, let's put our hands on the lungs in the attic of the house and take a deep breath and exhale. Your lungs, they start in this point of your body. So when your lungs, we say they're connected to sadness. The emotion of sadness, when your lungs are feeling down, low in energy, you make a movement like this, feeling low, feeling sad, just hunched over. And this here is your lungs connected with sadness. Too much sadness, again, is depression. Or you can have the right amount of sadness, so having your lungs open up like a soldier lungs. And this is when we feel inspired. So the right amount of chi, energy in your lungs, is inspiration. And you take that deep breath, you inspire, and then your lungs are in balance. So those are the two upper organs, heart and the lungs, joy and sadness. And then we come to the kitchen level in the center. Kitchen level, we look at the right side, putting our right hand over our right rib. This is the liver organ system. And liver, we say, is connected with the emotion of anger. So think of anything that might make you a little bit angry, from impatience, irritability, and being very frustrated. In the worst case, when your liver's out of balance, it can become rage, so uncontrollable anger. But when you have the right balance of chi or energy in your liver, you have a righteous anger. So this is a right anger that's against injustice. So you're being angry at the right person, at the right time, and for the right reasons. This is your righteous anger. And we need some anger to protect us against things that are wrong. That's your liver connected to anger. Coming here with the left hand on our left rib. Beneath the ribs on this side is your spleen. Your spleen system is connected also with your pancreas. So that's known for diabetes. And your spleen is connected with the emotion of worry. So think of times when you've been worried. This is connected with our thoughts. Worried to the point of thinking too much. This is called too much worry, overthinking. You can also have a right balance of thoughts, a right balance of worrying. This is known as thoughtfulness. So out of balance would be overthinking, that type of worry, or you can have thoughtfulness, the right balance of worry. And that's the spleen. Coming to our basement of our house, coming to the back, the lower back, putting two hands on our back. This here in the lower part is our kidneys. And kidneys are related with the emotion of fear. So think of when you're afraid, kidneys in the back, they help us to retreat. And we say, hey, I'm afraid of that. I'm going to keep my distance. Kidneys, when you have the right amount of energy in your kidneys, when that chi is balanced, you have the right amount of fear to protect you and keeping that distance when something doesn't feel right. But kidneys, they can also when you get so scared, like fright, and you're just frozen with and you're paralyzed, this kind of fear, such an intense fear, which happens with traumas and just really horrible situations, and you just panic. And this is when the chi in the kidneys can become blocked. And helping the kidneys to open up, that can release some of those fears. So things you can do for your kidneys is like stretching up, just like in the 5 animals exercises, we have the deer, which stretches and stretches high and stretches low. This is all good for your kidneys. And like in the 8 pieces of brocade, Qigong, we have the movement of massaging our kidneys using a loose fist and just lightly hitting it. This can all help with the emotion of fear. So your 5 organs can connect with your mind on the emotional level. Lastly, I want to answer the question of how Chinese medicine looks at different aspects of your mental capabilities. So each one of these organ systems also connect with a different aspect of your mind. Your heart is connected with sun, S-H-E-N, Sen in Chinese, means your mind or your spirit. So it's connected with your spiritual side. That's your heart. Your lungs. Your lungs are connected with something in Chinese called po, P-O. Po is known as your corporeal soul. Your corporeal soul, think of corp like corpse, that's your body. Your corporeal soul is the part of your soul that connects with your body and your physical side. That's your lungs connected with po, your corporeal soul. And then you have your liver on the right. Liver on the right connects with what's called your ethereal soul. Your ethereal soul in Chinese is known as hun, H-U-N, hun. This connects with the part of your soul that connects with the spiritual dimension, the spiritual side. So this is the parts of the world which you cannot see, you cannot touch, but you can feel, and you know it exists. And that's the ethereal soul in the liver. Coming to the left side, this is your spleen. Your spleen is connected with E. We talked about E earlier, Y-I. Your E is your wisdom mind, your logical mind, your rational mind. This helps you make rational decisions. That's spleen connected with E. And your two kidneys, taking your two hands and your lower back, kidneys is connected with something in Chinese called zi, Z-H-I. Your zi is your willpower. So kidneys are connected with willpower. When you have strong kidney energy, you feel the drive to go forward, to live your life and survive. When your kidney energy is low, you feel like, oh, you can't even hold up, and your kidneys start decreasing and losing the willpower. And you feel like, oh, I want to give up. So massaging your kidneys with that loose fist and stretching both sides, this can all help with your willpower, your zi, and your kidneys. So today I answered your question about what is the mind from the physical side, knowing your conscious mind and the outer part of your brain is related with thinking. The inner part, the limbic system, the subconscious mind is related with your feeling. And then we looked at your mind from a Qigong, Chinese Qigong point of view. You have your monkey mind, which is your emotions connected with your heart, your Xing. And you have your horse mind. This is your wisdom mind, and that's your Yi. Okay? And then the last, we have what is the mind connected with Chinese medicine? You have the emotion side of each organ. You have joy in the heart, sadness in the lungs, anger in the liver, worry in the spleen, fear in your kidneys. And each one of these organ systems is also connected to a mental capability. Heart is linked with sun, spirit or mind. Your lungs are connected with po. This is your corporeal soul. The part connects with your body and your physical side. On your right, your liver connected with hun. Hun, this is your ethereal soul connected with your spiritual side, the part you can't see and cannot touch. On your left, this is your spleen connected with your I, your wisdom mind, your rational thoughts, your logic. And last, your kidneys on the back. This is connected with your zi, your willpower. So hope that answers your question about what is the mind. If you would like to learn more, check out my classes and come to my website. Till next time, this is TCM Time. Keep letting your house shine.